So we can offer her an epidural now. I did not want to get an epidural.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
did you get it?
Because okay, sorry. Because of the intense pain that I was feeling, I was like, nah, give me the epidural. And he was like, are you sure, babe? Because you told me you didn't want to do this. I was like, I don't care. I don't need to win the strongest woman alive contest. I need whatever I need. Like, let's just get this going. So he's like, all right, fine. Like, go ahead, get the epidural. So they're like, okay, first I got to put you on IV. You have to be on IV for at least an hour before you can get the epidural. So in my brain, I'm like, don't think about the hour. Just breathe it through. Cool. She's like, all right, I'm going to get the anesthesia team in here so they can begin the process, everything like that.
Well, before that, babe,
the fent?
they injected fentanyl in her.
What? Yeah. Excuse me? Isn't that what people are talking about on the internet?
No, seriously.
About killing niggas?
And that's what I asked.
What the
And he
hell?
asked that. And I'm not going to lie, to be completely transparent, I was in so much pain, you could have given me cocaine at that point if you told me it didn't harm my child.
Wait,
like,
but like what? Like, how do you do that?
So I asked before, so we had a full-blown conversation. She's like, I can give you an IV pain medication. I said, well, what is the medication? She goes, fentanyl.
And
I was
you
like,
know what? I just saw some shit on TikTok. TikTok be saving lives because this girl was like, what if I told you, I'm finna touch your cup. I'm using a bottle, so I'll touch your cup. What if I told you I had 2 drinks for you to drink and one drink had a chemical in it that could kill you and one drink had a bunch of vitamins? Which one would you take?
The vitamins.
But I didn't tell you how many vitamins it had in it. And so now you have a lethal reaction to what it's done to you when this has such a small amount of chemical in it. Actually, the chemical in it was lactose, which can kill people who are lactose intolerant, but it wouldn't kill you. But because you wouldn't, had you not asked what the drug was, would she have told you?
no.
That's just fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And for it to be that.
For it to be fentanyl?
Yeah.
I'm
there
sorry.
would be.
Proceed.
So I asked the question, right? I'm like, you mean fentanyl as in the thing that's been in the news? Like, literally, like, killing people? And she was like, well, I haven't heard about that.
No, seriously.
I'm sorry.
Was she white?
Yes.
Because she didn't hear about Michael K. Williams.
She was white, but she wasn't. She
was lying.
She had a black scent.
Yeah.
She was fucking lying.
Not a black scent.
She had a black scent.
She was fucking
Ew.
lying.
Yeah.
All right, sorry.
And I couldn't believe it. You know, I was definitely like.
Was she a medical professional?
Yeah, she was a nurse.
She had
Yeah.
a scrub on?
Yeah. She hooked up my IVs.
And yeah, she was acting completely oblivious to it. Like, there are no overdoses of this medication that you're telling us it is.
Yeah.
When you know that it's being used out there, you know, on the black market and stuff like that. So, you know, she was like, it's okay. Like, you
She
know,
said, and
this
the doses that we give it to you, it's completely harmless.
Right.
And so at that point, I'm just like, okay, this epidural is going to take an hour. I am in the worst pain I have ever felt in my life. I'm in a medical facility, forget it, like whatever, like I'll just take it. Worst decision I ever made.
Excuse me?
First of all, let's make this clear. I don't even smoke weed. I was so high and still in pain. My body felt like it was floating. Like I had to literally regain myself. Like, okay, like you are in a bed. Everything is okay. Like, oh, it was right there. You know what I'm saying? Like my brain just felt so off, but I was still feeling the pain. So now I'm high and in pain. So I'm like, and then I felt nauseous. I felt lightheaded. Like it was just like awful. She leaves the room, and she leaves for how long?
She was going for a smooth 30 minutes.
For a smooth 30 minutes.
40 minutes.
So she had told O before she left, call me if she says she feels like she's about to take the biggest poop of her life. If she tells you the baby is coming right now, or if she says her water breaks. And I remember thinking to myself, what? Like, what do any of, like, how will I know? Like, and I guess I'll know, but like, now I'm scared. Like, I'm gonna feel like I have to take a poop. Like, because that was the first time that was described to me in that way. Remember, my first baby, he was induced, so I didn't have that feeling. So now I'm just laying there waiting for my body to either feel like my baby is coming now, I have to take a poop, or, you know, like, just something like
Whatever she
extreme,
said.
right? So within about that 30-minute period she's gone, my water breaks.
Before that, the other nurse came in to read us off or have us sign on the disclaimers for the epidural, for what else was that?
For the IV.
The IV, or in case she needed to have an emergency C-section.
Yeah.
So of course, as first timers with me, luckily, she's been in this experience before, at least, what that entails as far as getting ready to have birth. But for a person or a parent whose first time it is, you're trying to figure out like what's going on. Like, okay, I've heard a C-section, but what exactly could happen if something does go wrong within this delivery here, and then you perform a C-section? Like, what do we need to look out for? No explanation on it whatsoever. So I'm letting her know, like, well, let me go ahead and read these documents here before we just sign off on everything. Because she's high. So, of course, she's going to say whatever. Like, yeah, sign off on it, babe.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to put this over me, and I'm going to breastfeed her while this. Yeah.
They told me today that serial killers are mostly Virgos.
I believe that.
I understand.
No. Actually, I heard that it was Capricorns. Yeah, no, that's what I heard.
And when she said it to me, I was like, oh, I can see myself.
No. Actually, I never heard it was Virgos. I always heard it was Capricorns because they're the best at doing many things, including killing people.
And back to the baby talk.
Watch out, man. All right.
So yeah, I was just saying, like, we wanted to read the documents because I'm sure a lot of us, even when it comes to just regular stuff, we don't read it, we just sign it and go about our business. But I felt that was important, especially being the first time father. And as I was reading, I had a discussion with Sim, and I had a discussion with my sister, and she was telling us about how she doesn't believe in going to doctors and stuff because they're literally there to just practice on things on a human, things that they study. And it's like, you're not so sure about what you're practicing on. You just know that there's a possibility that, this person could heal from it or they could die. And basically in the disclaimer, it's like, hey, if she dies, it's not our fault because we're practicing.
It says medicine is not a real science. It's like
medical practice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I'm not signing shit. So did you sign it? No. Well, no, he signed it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
okay. We had to at this point.
We had to at that point.
Okay. But that's also why, and that's a different conversation for another day. If your body is healthy enough, home births, I recommend them. Home birth teams, not just one person, but neither here nor there. But go ahead.
But I just feel like, had I not been there, had she just been a single mother, her whole experience would have been totally different.
Wow.
You know what I mean? There's no telling, how much pressure she would have been under, to know that, man, I'm in here by myself, trying to deliver a baby, and I literally have no one there because at the hospital, they limited how many people could even come.
Right.
So we were only allowed to have 2 people in, and she had her best friend coming who actually was like on her way. So it was early in the morning, of course, so she had to get herself ready and everything.
Yeah.
But she ended up not making it on time.
Wow.
Long story short on that.